that fire, it really wants truth. It doesn't necessarily want, well, it burns everything up that we think that it's going to bring. Really, what it's going to give us is the truth of things, free of one's idea of it. So it's very sober. In the end, it shouldn't be a sexy thing, you know. It can come with some really nice mystical experiences and paradigm shifts, because naturally, if you're withdrawing from projecting yourself onto life and you're suddenly looking within and paying attention to what lives here, your whole life is going to change. Your paradigm is going to change. The way you see things is going to change. So that may come along with, mystical states, meaning like it just feels so good and so freeing to stop that outward momentum of giving away your focus, wanting things of the world. And that might still be drying up inside of you, but just so you know, that is what's meant to happen. Okay? That takes time. It doesn't mean we don't love and value things and people. It just means that you become a light unto yourself versus looking for the light outside. And we have so many, wonderful examples of teachers throughout time who have done this. And then we have the proof from their experience, and then we're meant to find it for ourselves, that there really is a finding that takes place. So sometimes that seeking energy can be really, the fuel can be very strong and very driven. Who here has really experienced seeking energy or is in the midst of it that is very driven? Who here has had that? Yeah, well, lucky. And I'm not saying that it has to be like some kind of slave driver, It might be a smoldering fire, but you're not going to necessarily get more by being frantically driven. But honestly, I was. Not frantic like, but more like, this is the most important thing for me. The most important thing, even with all the people I love, and sure, I would sacrifice this for anybody's well-being that I care about. But in terms of for what's true for me personally, the most important thing for me was coming back home, remembering myself. And I put that as a priority, like that was first. And I guess that's kind of part of this conversation, is that, and not to make it wrong in any way, because I don't know what's right for you. And I don't know what life's intelligence, how it's driving you, what its goals are. It might be that relationship is primary, or taking care of your child is primary. And certainly on the human level, that was definitely always a priority, their well-being. But if I were to say about me, so about yourself personally, free of the push and pull of life, what is the most important thing for you? You can just ask yourself now, ask yourself right now, what is the biggest priority? and feel it in your heart, not like some kind of idea. Yeah. Oh, it should be, me wanting to go home, but feel it in your heart. What does your heart say? What does it want? What is the longing? What does your heart long for? Does it long to be home? To be at rest and at peace? To remember itself, not just the heart, but your whole being, to remember, to be in remembrance and at one, one with, in union with life, and to remember that we're not separate. You're not separate from Mother Earth.